Hey, it's me, bud. You ready for the stream? Hey, yeah, me too. I don't know why these things take so long to start. Well, I guess we listen to another tune then.
Wish this thing would start already. I'm quite certain the delay is Bubba's fault. Another tune, sure thing.
It is not my fault, Avery. Bello's the one taking his sweet time. What? Oh crap. I gotta get back there.
Hello. All right, here we go. Here we go. It's stream time. What's going on, friends? Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. That means it's almost Friday. Let's go. I mean, I get so excited about Friday, but I still work on Saturday, so I don't know why I do that. I mean, I guess, Saturdays are a little more chill. Phone's not ringing, not as many emails, all that fun stuff. So, but today this is part two of our new song we're doing, our new AI song. I don't know if I've actually kind of come up. Well, no, I do have a title for it. I should have put that in the description and stuff. Pretty sure we are going to call this a Love Atomic. Um, at least that's the working title. I may tweak it still, but we're going to go with Love Atomic for now. If you missed the last stream, let me give you a quick catch up to where we are. So, sorry, I got allergies going crazy, so I'm going to be sucking down on some Ricolas and drinking some water. Try to make sure I don't hack too much in your face. But so last time around, we started a brand new song, and it seems I've been kind of doing this the same way for the last few streams here. So on the Tuesday stream, we usually start a new song, come up with a story, start working on the lyrics, whittling things down, and I'd say we get the lyrics to, just anywhere from 80s, or 70 to 90% there. And then we'll throw it into Suno, have Suno make a song or two for us, just to kind of get a feel for what we got, and see if we like the direction. And then usually, I always I try to wait for Thursday to continue with the song and doing more Suno variations or create new gens, and I end up always working on it that night or even on Wednesday as well, and of course I did that as usual. So I've got a few versions here for us to check out, and I also refine the lyrics. I give you kind of a quick update. So this time around, we were starting with. I took some notes here. Let's see, what did we start with? So this one, we're kind of going with, like, I don't know, machine man, cyborg, just kind of AI for that matter. Kind of playing around with those themes and those terms. And this time around, I kind of use Blade Runner. Blade Runner 2049 is my starting point. Um, I've got a whole codex set up with I use Claude AI for writing to help me with writing, and I've got a whole codex set up. So the way I would normally write a song and kind of go through, I come up with an idea to start with, then we break it down to what are the themes of that idea. Then we keep breaking it down. We start writing a story based on that. Um, we break it down more to be more of like a prose where it's semi poetic, more getting closer to what our lyrics are going to be. Then we start looking at individual lines of lyrics and making sure we're getting some rhyming and stuff like that going. And just breaking it down until we kind of get to the nitty gritty of what the lyrics should be. And to me, that's kind of where the best lyrics come from. I mean, sometimes you get a inspiration and just something on a whim, and you're like, "Holy crap, that's perfect!" Run with it. Most of the time, it takes a boatload of work to kind of whittle it down and get it to where you want it to be. Yeah, and this is exactly the case. I'm just going to kind of scroll through this quickly, just kind of see. Um, our idea, Blade Runner 2049, our starting point. Then we kind of go through what like themes we're going to touch on. Um, then we figure out the story arc, the intro, verse, build, drop, final. And I've mentioned it before, but I kind of write songs based on hearing them as more of like electronic song, EDM songs, where you tend to have some kind of a build. Where other songs you may not get that. Um, but I really like that because it gives you lots of emotion, gives you somewhere to go. So I kind of tend to write based on that, and that adapts to any form of any genre of music. But anyway, so that's kind of where I go because I'm trying to write stories too. So you don't want a story that's just kind of monotone all the way through. You want it to kind of go up and down, and have a drop and all that fun stuff. So that's what we did. Then we take those individual pieces, intro, verse, build, drop, pre-drop sometimes, the final build, and then we kind of write these as more of like storylines, just as normal sentences, and a little bit of prose, a little bit more rhythmic, a little bit more poetic. I don't even know if I'm using prose the right word. Is that the right word? I gotta look that up. Um, that's what I've been saying. I hope I got that right. Then from there, I take it and I break it down into actual lyrics. And these don't always rhyme. They're just kind of rough, but they're individual sentences and usually in a 4-bar structure. Um, and we go through that. Then I start taking, and then we take that first version of actual lyrics and bring them into Suno. And I like to hear like what's going on. How does it sound? Are we, are we anywhere near where we want it to be? Um, you know, Let me double check, make sure I'm up and running. Live, yeah, okay, we're good. Just double checking. um, then I bring him into Suno, and Suno is another AI we use to actually make the music. So you tell Suno, here are my lyrics. I want this type of genre, rock and roll, EDM, whatever. You can go crazy with it. You might tell it specifics like, I don't know. I want an 808 drum machine, which I tend to pick for my songs. It might be trance, it might be EDM, it might be house music, it might be cross of a bunch of different stuff. So you give it some prompts is what I'm trying to get at. And then you can refine a little bit from there. I also have some pre-set up personas, which is what Suno calls specific, singers, and so they have the same sound. So you can kind of continue what you were doing before, instead of just have it create something completely random for you. Um, so we go through, we drop all that in there, we hit the generate button, and then we get a bunch of songs. And I just start listening to one, am I hearing kind of what I want from the song? But more importantly, I'm just hearing the words being sung. Or if they're rap, it might be, rapped out or even spoken or what have you. And it's a whole lot different doing that compared to what you read on the page. And then based on that, based on what I hear, I'll start refining my lyrics, and keep going. and it's just a process of of just refining, whittling it down, and just really getting to where you want to be. Now, all that said, so I've got the one. Then we went to version 2, which I refined. Then we went to version 3, and I might move bits and pieces around. Like one thing, I might have one verse that's towards the end of the song. I'll bring it up towards the front. Lots of that kind of stuff, just moving stuff around. I'm just really refining my lyrics. I am listening to the sounds, I am listening to the music, but I'm not so much worried about that. I'm more worried about getting my lyrics just where I want them. And then when I get close to, or I have the lyrics the way I want them, then we go and we start really dialing in what the sound is and what the song structure is, and trying to really dial it in. And again, I've said this a million times before. I am not a musician. I feel like I've got a pretty good ear because I love music and I've heard, I listen to everything. And no genre is out of bounds for me or off limits. I always say, sorry, let me grab my water a little closer here. I always say there's at least one song from any single genre that I absolutely love or that I will listen to and appreciate at the very least. So I'm a big music fan. I'm not a musician, but I do feel like I have a good ear. So when I hear Suno create something, and mind you, I do put in a crap load of prompts and kind of prepare for what I hope is what I want, and roughly what I want it to sound like. But part of it too is the experimentation. And the way I set up my Suno, I do set it up so it does experiment a fair bit. So it won't give me just the same over and over and over. I want to hear something different. I want to hear something new. Anyway, so I do all of that, and we start coming up with some good songs. And then when I get to something where I'm like, "Ooh, boom, I hear that," and we'll jump into Suno here in just a sec. Anyway, let me finish scrolling through here too. I bounce all over the place. Sorry, I tend to ramble a little bit, so bear with me. I always get back to the point. So we went through version 4, and then version. So by version 3, I really started toning this down, where it's more like a sentence worth of lyrics, more of like a spoken lyric, if you will. I keep whittling it down. So now you're focusing more on actual words and rhyming schemes and how they and syllables, and like how they speak together. You don't want one super long line and then one little bitty line that don't relate to each other, because it makes the AI go like, how am I supposed to put this together? And it's always trying to put it together for you in a nice way so it sounds good. So keep refining version 3. Then we went to version 4, which was still tighter. And then by the time we got to like version 3 and 4, I started moving stuff around a little bit too. Like, I'm, my original thing was to do the intro, the verse, the pre-drop, the drop, kind of go in that order. But oftentimes I find it doesn't work very well, or a bit might work better like in between, 2 bars here and 2 bars there, and I want to shove like a 4-bar segment in between those, because they tie together better. So anyway, bottom line is we are at version 5 now. And we've really got it dialed in. Most of my lyrics, I'm going with um, kind of a robot, like sci-fi AI theme for all of this, like I kind of mentioned in the beginning. At least I think I did. And I've already done a few other songs that I want to tie this back to. I'm really hoping that if I can get a good group of songs, I might put this out as an album. I'm releasing them as singles for now, but ultimately to release them as albums. So with all of that said, let me go ahead and I'm going to play you. I want you to kind of get in the spirit of where I'm at with this thing. Again, I'm kind of going like this AI, human hybrid cyborg kind of thing that, with all of AI music, it's kind of very appropriate. And I think it's going to keep going that way. There's no reason it shouldn't, because everybody, of course, freaks out about change, and AI music obviously included. And using all these AI tools. But if you take a deep breath and you're not always looking for the end of the world situation, where these things tend to balance themselves out, right? There's always some big change on the horizon, something new, and everybody freaks out. Oh my God, it's the end of everything. And specifically with music, I'll give you a quick example. I was talking to somebody else about this the other day, and you know, I'm Gen X, so I was born in the '70s, kind of grew up in the '80s and '90s. Were kind of more informative years, and we were I was talking to somebody else, and he was like, I don't have a problem with AI. It doesn't freak me out. He's an actual musician too. And he's like, it doesn't freak me out. It's a tool. It's like anything else that we've gone through. And he was kind of wondering, like, okay, is it maybe a Gen X thing? Because him and I were on the same wavelength. And I'm like, no, it's a great tool. We can use this for stuff. But it reminded me of, back in the day, and for my younger friends watching you, me like, what the hell are those? Because those aren't even around anymore. CDs, if you guys remember CDs, which are kind of precursor to DVDs, and then of course Blu-ray, and the same kind of thing. But I remember people were freaking out about CDs, man, and I was like, I got one and got a little, Sony Discman with my headphones on, and I don't know. I think one of my first things I listened to was like Pink Floyd The Wall or something, which acoustically is very big and sounds amazing. And to hear that going from cassette tape, which is an analog thing, which does sound beautiful, don't and records, and they're analog and they sound beautiful. But there is a lossless thing there. So for something where you really want to hear all the details, and listening like Pink Floyd or I don't know what else, Rush or something back in the day. I'm pretty sure Pink Floyd The Wall was one of the first things I heard, because it was just like my buddy was like, dude, you gotta hear this. It sounds incredible, because it's so crystal clear and clean. The only way you'd ever hear it's this good was like from an actual master tape at the studio, where they actually recorded this stuff from, the stuff that they make the copies from. Anyway, so I was like, dude, this is amazing. Why is everybody freaking out? And it keeps going. You fast forward a few years, then auto tune popped in the scene, where people are stabilizing their voices. They're making stuff sound better. Oh my God, it's the end. Now everybody's going to use auto tune, and we're not going to have any more good music. Well, guess what? We still have lots of great music. And auto tune is actually kind of a cool thing when you're making music. It can be used for styles and stuff. And there was like another one, but I can't remember now. And you get the point. I'm rambling on a little bit too much about it. But AI is just another tool. It's the same thing. There's nothing to be scared of. And there's people, oh, everything's going to be slop now and blah, 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 blah. And it's just ridiculous, because it's not. Sure, there's going to be plenty of slop, but if you're watching this and you're watching me, who's not a musician, I'm a creative person. I love making art, whether that's visual or if it's written, what have you. If it's music, so it's auditory, whatever it is. I love being creative, and I can tell you firsthand, especially not being a musician, and all those people freaking out. Oh my God, Joe Schmo, some idiot like me, is going to get to go in there and tell Suno, hey, make me an EDM song, and here, write the lyrics for me and hit the button, and you're going to have magic. No, it's slop. Most of it is slop. Most of it is crap. I think my songs are halfway decent because I put hours and hours into them. I am not a musician. God, I wish I was a musician, because I feel like I could do even more with this. So anyway, I'll get off the soapbox here, and let's just dive in. So I'm going to play you at least a little bit of these songs. There's two songs that I've done that are kind of in this AI genre, this cyborg, futuristic kind of feel. And what I'm trying to do is do them in a positive light. I don't want doom and gloom songs. These are kind of based on, at least in my mind, and we'll see how this all comes together by the time I have a few of these songs. But the idea of there not being this bad thing, of AI and humans coming together and AI learning our emotions and understanding who we are, and us understanding them, and seeing how much we are related in so many ways. Because let's face it, we made AI. We will make cyborgs and all of this stuff. And what does that mean? Well, that means a piece of us is in there. So the way things are designed to run, the way these things function, you know, will they have a heartbeat? Will it be? It's not infinite because there's no way to make something infinite. So they have a shelf life too, and to kind of relate to those things. And I think as human beings, that's one of the things we are so amazing at. Um, is obviously we're biological beings that have a limited shelf life, and we procreate to keep the thing going with DNA and chemistry and everything. Well, where we're biologic and chemical, AI and cyborgs and everything else are mechanical and electric. But so those two sides mesh very well together. Anyway, so that's kind of my theming to all of this. My first one was called More Than I Am, and I'm going to go ahead and play it for you. Oh, by the way, yeah, I've done so many songs and I'm always working on so much stuff. I totally forgot. This is actually dropping tomorrow on all music services. So please do me a favor, go whatever you have, Spotify, whatever. Look for Bello and Bubba. That's my artist name, and then the song is called More Than I Am, and that's what you see her on the screen. It's this. This is the album cover. Oops. I was hoping I could enlarge that, but apparently I can't. Oh, wait, here. Let me click on. There we go. Look at that. So there's the album cover. I'm going to open up my window here just so I'm not distracting from all this other stuff. But go check it out. Add it to your playlist. If you're like on Apple Music or something and you can actually buy the track, please do me a favor and buy the track. It's a huge help to me being able to do this creative stuff and share it with you and do the lives. Which ultimately, if you don't know, and I'm me here going on tangents again. I'm a graphic artist and a designer by trade. That's what I do for a living. 40 hours a week like everybody else. And on top of that, I also produce my comic strip called Bello Bear. If you don't know Bello Bear, that's Bello Bear Official right there on the screen. Go to your social of choice or here on YouTube and follow me for daily comics. Hopefully you like them. I think they're pretty darn good. We go for my purpose with the comics is hopefully make you laugh, but at the very least, I want to give you a smile on your face. That's the whole point of what I do. Anyway, so I'm trying to do Bello Bear kind of as my living, moving on in the future. And the best way I can do that is with your help. So I don't have to go work and do graphic design and marketing anymore. Or at least make it like 90% Bello and then the other stuff goes to like 10%. Anyway, so go support me if you can. Buy the song, add it to your playlist, what have you. I'm going to stop rambling now. Let's go ahead and listen to the song. Oh.
Running the endless cycle. More driving code through light. More programs searching for life. More sight. More running, fighting, surviving. More beneath the coding. More than data flowing. More what is knowing. More than code. More than purpose. More than real. More than I am.
right, you get the idea. So that's one song. That's kind of what I started this whole journey with of doing like these, cyborg AI theme songs and kind of like this is like the awakening thing and human cyborg AI hybrids and that whole kind of stuff. It's just kind of fun storytelling. So that's the first one. And again, that's dropping tomorrow. So make sure you find it on your music service of choice. Or if you're right here on YouTube, you can actually, I posted it to Bello and Bubba. You can find them or Bello Bear. And I have the lyric video already posted. So you can just add it to your playlist from there. So next, let's play this. And this next one was way simpler. And I didn't even, I don't think this is one I even streamed. This is just something that popped into my head the other night or last week or maybe over the weekend. And it's called I Want to Run. And it's crazy simple song. It's more just like I want to feel the beat. Like I was in the mood for like something kind of trancy but powerful, and it made me think of my AI character guy, which I'm calling I Am. Just I don't have a better name for him yet, but I'm gonna call him I Am, kind of AI but backwards with I Am. You get the idea. He was like, he's kind of coming into life, and it's like made me think of being a little kid. Like, what's your favorite thing to do? Sometimes you just wanted to go run like a maniac down the street with your arms back, the run like that, and going to full speed with wind in your face, and just kind of a very childlike thing. I thought it was interesting. And so I made a song. Again, lyrically, there's not much to it, but it's just that emotion. It was just that emotion. I want to get out there and I want to go run. So I'll play you a little bit of this one. It's very trancy for anybody that's not into EDM. You're probably going to be like, okay, you're going to hear 30 seconds. You're going to make, I'm over it, and it's enough. But for anybody that is into EDM and trance, it's got a lot of minute detail in it, which I think because I'm a big EDM lover, and I think you'll like it. But anyway, let me back it up just a hair here, and I'll play you a few minutes of this, and then I'll quit yapping about this stuff, and we'll start diving back into our song.
I want to run. I want to run. I want to run. I want to
All right, you get the idea. It's a great song. This will actually drop next Friday. I try to release all my songs on Fridays for some reason. It's just kind of a habit thing now. But just really fun EDM trancey song, very just thick and powerful. Not really that melodic, which other trance songs I've done or EDM songs tend to be more melodic. But this is just give me some pump and bass and let's run. That's the whole point of the song, the feeling. You know what I mean? So that'll be out next Friday. I'll probably release it a little bit earlier. I've already got the lyric video ready for it, so I'll put it up on my my YouTube's, and you'll find it there. If you're not following me, go hit the follow button right now. So that's kind of where we're coming from. Those are the first two, and now we are getting into this one. I'm calling it Love Atomic, and to me, this is kind of a love story where AI, whatever our being is, I am. I gotta remember, I'm calling him I am. I am. We'll call him I am. I'm assuming he's a he. That's kind of what I always assume, but he could be anything, I guess. He's kind of waking up emotionally a little bit here, and he's for lack of a better term, falling in love with somebody and starting to feel these emotions that he doesn't really understand. And I've kept the lyrics kind of simple and almost childlike, where they're just a couple syllables. They're not like full on, even correct, uh, grammatically correct, sentences or anything. They're very short, very quick to the point. Um, but I think we're getting somewhere, and I want this to kind of fall in line too with the other songs we've done. Of course, just to mention it, I want this to fall in line with those other two songs I just showed you. So we've got similar themes and stuff. And what I've done here, we started playing with some concepts and having Suno generate some ideas for us already. And what I did, I kind of cheated, of course, like I said. I try to always wait till the next stream, but I can never do it because I'm just excited. Oh my God, we got a great new song. So I started playing with it for the last couple of days, and then last night and this morning I played with a little bit more, and we have 10 songs. 10 songs that what I do is I listen to them, and first of all, it's a thumbs up or thumbs down. Yes, okay, I hear something I like. Thumbs down, nope, that's trash, get it out of here. And you're going to get a lot of that with AI when you're generating songs, because I'm not a musician. I can't tell, I can't say I want to hit these notes. I want it to be, this many bars, whatever. I have to rely on my AI friend here to help me, which is fine. But what I go is, I give it all the prompts. I hit generate. It pumps out 2 songs for us. I listen to them. If there's something there, I hit the thumbs up or thumbs down. If there's something there, I give it a thumbs up. I will get a list of, 20. So I've gone through a couple hundred variations before on songs, but I'll have a decent list there, and then I go back and listen to them again. And that's when I go, okay, it's a maybe, and I write may. You'll see like the capital May in there, or you'll see yes. May, I hear something I kind of like. Yes is a little bit more like, ooh, okay, that's pretty cool. And then if I add like a note after it, that means I really liked something. So like there's one in here. So the first one, let's kind of go down the list. I'll point a couple of them out. So the first one was May, maybe. The second one had a yes. That means there was something more than just a little spark that I liked. And this one has a nice 80s vibe to it. Which is pretty cool, because that's part of what my prompts are set up for, is to kind of get it's like synth wave, a little hint of 80s, but I want it to cross over with other stuff. Anyway, so I noted that. Then it was a yes, a may. Then there was a may, but I did add a note, so there's something caught me. I did like some of the singing in there, which I thought was nice. So what I'm thinking is, let's just start playing some of these, and then what I'm going to do is do a cover of the song, because I've already put in my most current lyrics. So some of these don't have the very, very current lyrics. And we're going to do a cover of the song, which means it's going to reference this previous song that I thought was May or Yes or what have you. And we're going to create a new song based on that with my updated lyrics, and the latest and greatest prompts that I've put together as far as the style, and instruments and what have you for what I want the song to be like. You know what? Let's go. Let's start with the very first one. Let's go with the ones I added notes to. That's probably a better way, because I already like something there. We're not starting really as more as a from scratch as the other one. So let's start with this one. This one was yes, and I loved the bass line in it. So let's check it out, and then we'll do a cover.
Atomic. System online, eyes open.
And you know what I like to this does have a bit of an 80s feel to it. Like it's all my stuff is like crossovers, all kinds of different stuff mixed in, but I like a little bit of an 80s feel to this too. It feels a little more timeless, you know?
I see time hope unfolding. Heart mine with time.
That right there, dun, 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 that just caught me right away. And I like the singing in this one too, actually. Got a great feel to it. That's definitely something like driving and you pop on the radio and you're like, hell yeah, let's go. Windows open in your car, cruising, and it just got a good feel to it. So, all right, we'll definitely play with this one first.
The same, trust remain. Go same, go same. You same, we same, we same. You love, you hate, you choose, you refuse. Mechanic, electric, biologic, technic, logic, love, atomic. Love atomic.
God, so this one's a weird one. It's got so many different vibes. So we got a little bit of the 80s, kind of just a nice solid groove in there. I like the sing, the vocalizing, the harmonics are nice. Um, there's a little bit of a trance synth right here, which is a little awkward, but we can play with that. So, but I'm liking the overall feel. And the other thing too is this song is really disjointed. It's all over the place. Like the breaks are weird, and this was way before I was refining stuff that much. So let's play a little bit more, and then we'll do a cover and see what we get. And the lyrics weren't refined either. I just said that already. So it's a little bit all over the place.
Gold chain, you say. We say. Chemic, electric, biologic, technic, logic, love atomic.
Like it's got good vibes, man. Like even that very trancy synth right there. It's not horrible, but it just doesn't really tie well into the rest of the song. But even doing a cover of that, the AI is going to adjust and tweak and as we continue to do this. So it might swap something in there. The other thing we can do too is I've started using Suno Studio, which actually gives you the stems, all the individual instruments and stuff. So we can start playing with those a little bit. I'm getting a little bit more comfortable and a little bit better at doing that. So anyway, let's go ahead and grab this one. Which one is it? There it is. I'm going to go ahead and hit remix. Oh, and then just to throw it in there too. Um, if something is sounding good overall, like you like it, but there's a little bit of weird spots, and sometimes too, it's the AI artifacts and stuff. You can do a remaster on tracks, which I've done quite a bit too, and you can dictate how much you want to do. So if you just hear a little artifact or something, you can do a minimal amount, and it'll usually fix it. You can take it a little bit further though, where it'll change little structure part or little bits of the song as far as how the instruments sound. And that's something we might be able to fix, that trancy sounding synth. But I am going to go ahead for now and we're going to do a cover. Overwrite lyrics. No, I want to keep the current one. All right, so now it's got on the left here, you'll see we've got our song in here that we're going to cover. This is my I am whatchamacallit. Why can't I think of my singing persona? That's what I'm looking for. And then we got our lyrics, of course. And then here's our prompts for what we want the music to sound like. What I am going to do, so you've got these other options here in Suno too. There's a weirdness factor that you can turn up and down. I usually keep it like 65-ish. I got a 67 right now. I think it's kind of a good balance where it does some tweaks to it and changes up the track to give you something different. If you want the track to pretty much be the same, but you want minimal changes, it's maybe a instrument sounds a little off, you turn this down because you want your track to continue to stay the same. But for this part of it, where we're still experimenting a little bit, I'm still kind of finding the overall song. I tend to keep it a little bit higher, around 65, 67. Style influence. Style influence is basically what our prompts say. I've got 808 drum machine, stuttering synth, pulsing bass line, atmospheric strings, glitchy effects. It references that. So the higher you put it, the more it's going to put in there. It's all relative because it's going to play with trying to make you a good sounding song. So it's going to listen to you, but it's not going to be like, okay, I'm doing exactly what you asked me to. It does a little bit of improvisation. I'm going to keep it, I'm going to turn this up a little bit. I think I'm going to go about 20, let's go 27. And we can play with this more too as we do more tracks. This is one nice thing about, being able to use this tool. You can pump out 20 songs, in a half hour, and obviously listening to. So you might spend 45 minutes to an hour and go through 20 completely different songs or 20 very different variations of songs to get what you want, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. So last thing I'm going to do is the audio influence. And what this does is it references your previous song. So I'm going to turn this down. It's going to do it no matter what. I found this out through trial and error. I'm going to turn this up to about, 7 seems to be the theme today. So let me put it on 7%. This is how much it's going to reference the old song. If you put it higher, and you've like one, for an example, so what I've done is if I changed some lyrics on a previous song, and I still had the style influence up high because I wanted to keep the original song. But what I was doing was like, hey, you want me to keep the original song? I'm not going to change the lyrics for you. So you kind of have to, move it up and down to kind of figure out what you want. It's a little trial and error. Again, AI is not alive per se, but it is thinking, and it's not like a yes or no kind of thing. It's like, well, we'll stick over more towards the yes side, but we're gonna have a little maybe right here, and that's kind of the way this works. So anyway, we've got everything dialed down. I'm gonna hit the create button. And you know what, just for sake of argument, I'm going to hit it a couple of times. So whenever you hit the create button, at least this is the way it's set up on mine, it'll pump out 2 tracks. And usually they're kind of in a similar vein. But they might be different lengths. They might have slight style differences, but from what I can tell, they tend to have some basic, sameness to them. Maybe it's a style of, more 80s or something. But it's not always the case too. I guess sometimes it pumps out something completely random, but it seems like more than not, they tend to kind of be similar. But anyway, so we're going to start with this one. So let me see, where are we? Yes, great bass line. So it's this one right here. So we're doing variations of that one. And that one originally was 5 minutes and 27 seconds. You'll get all kinds of stuff. So I try to write my lyrics and give it prompts to make my songs in the, most of the time, 3 to 3.5 minute range. That seems to be a pretty good, sweet spot for what I consider like, radio worthy songs or whatever, where it's long enough to get your interest. It's long enough where if you hear a really good chorus, you're singing along. But then it's not too long where it cuts off, and you're either A, not going to get bored with it. B, I think more importantly though, is it gives you enough of it where you're like, oh, that was really sweet. Hit the repeat button kind of thing, where if you have a really long song, you might get fatigued after, it's 3/4 the way through, or you're like, okay, that was good, but I'm going to go listen to something else. And if you're trying to, create more kind of poppy, if I guess would be the appropriate word there, something that's more catchy, poppy, 2.5 to 3.5 minutes is like the sweet spot. I personally like 3 to 3.5. All right, let's see. We're still going. Sometimes it takes a little bit. I forgot what I was, but I saw some stat where Suno is producing, I don't know, like 7 million songs a day, some insane number. We got one. Oh, we got two. All right, let's start with this, the last one here, or I guess the first one going that direction. Let's see what we get.
Atomic.
Here, real quick, I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my lyrics over just so you can see them. They're in the window too of Suno, but they're a little small. Let me zoom out if I can. There we go. Try to get them all in the window for you. Wow, I got a lot of lyrics on this song. Version 5. All right, I'll try to scroll around a little bit as we go through the song. But that way you can kind of see like how it matches up with the song and the instruction as I gave it. So let's keep going. Sounds okay. Nothing's making me go like, oh yeah. But that's why we do so many variations.
Electric biology. System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart, mind, with time, you mine. Could same, you same, may say. Logic is love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love You love, you hate, love atomic. You choose, you refuse, love atomic. Chemic, electric,
right. Not great. Just okay. Um, I'm gonna just go ahead and downvote that one. It wasn't that there's a few little spots, but one of the big things too, and I don't know how I'm gonna fix this one too. I've noticed that kind of where my where my drop is, where my chorus is, it's not really pumping that up very much. I'm gonna have to play with the prompts a little bit, but let's keep moving. This is where having this thing pump out 20 different songs in 20 minutes and having us be able to just go through those and listen is amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and create two more because I did do a couple little tweaks. And let's just go to the next one. We're just going to keep going.
Electric biology. System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken.
I just realized too that that last one, we did not get very much of the original song. Like there was little bits and pieces. So I am pumping up the audio influence, and we'll create a couple more. And because this one definitely has more of the influence of the original.
Heart mind with time, you mine. Cold same, you same, me same. Logic is.
Ooh, I like that.
You love, you hurt, atomic. You choose, you receive, atomic. Electric, biology, loves it.
No, sir, I don't like it. It's a little better than the last one because at least it's a closer reference to the other song. But that was 3, 5, 7. That's one. All right, next one. What I started doing too after a while, like once we kind of get through, okay, the intros are going to be very similar. I'll start seeing like, okay, we need to skip to 30 seconds in to kind of get to what were the meat of the song, or skip to 1.5 minutes where kind of our chorus thing is going to be, because these are they're all kind of based on the same pattern now. So I'll start skipping ahead at times. You'll see.
Atomic. Chemic. Electric. Biology. System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine, with time, you mine. Code same, you same.
more singing on the chorus there, which I do like that. I'm gonna take this prompt out, just see what happens. Let's create a couple more. We have already got like 20 songs lined up. All right, we're out of there. That's a better pieces to it. See, we're starting to get some. I think Suno starts getting to like what you're looking for. Like it sees all the versions that you've done, and it starts getting a feel like if you give it a thumbs up, it's like okay, you like bits and pieces of that. I think it does that, but who knows? We're just gonna keep plowing through these. It's a 6-minute version. I don't know. It did some extra stuff in this one.
System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine, with time, you mine. Code same, you same, me same. Logic is
All right, next song.
System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine, with time, you mine. Code same, you same, me same, me same. Logic is love, love atomic, love atomic. Love atomic, love atomic. Love atomic. Love, you hands, love atomic. You refuse, chemic, electric, violent.
that one's pretty cool. We're getting closer, getting a little more singing on the chorus. There's a few spots still a little off, but that's getting a lot closer to where I want to be. And I like musically where it's going. Um, there's still a good amount of breaks in there, but there's a better flow to it overall, too. So let's go to the next one. I made a note. So this one I said, yes, closer, do a new cover. Let's just keep going.
Your logic. System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine, with time, you mine. Code same, you same, me same. Logic is love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. You love, you hurt, you choose, you refuse every time. Chemic, electric. Oh yeah.
All right, that one's we're getting some interesting stuff going on there. One thing I can tell already is I'm gonna have to whittle this down somewhere. We've got too much stuff going. Um, it's I've got too many lyrics, basically, what I'm trying to say. So let's go ahead and we'll give that one a no. I think the one before it was better, which that's kind of what my new standard that I'm judging everything to.
System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine, with time, you mine. Code same, you same, me same. Logic is love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic.
All right, I'm going to save that one. That's got a nice double beat going on there, where it just takes it up another notch. I'm starting to whittle down some of my lyrics too, because like I said, it's a little too long. Most of our songs we're getting are close to around the five, some of them four, like 4:15 up to about 5:15. Even got a 6:05 here, so we need to trim that down. And some of it's a little, I don't know. It doesn't have that great of a flow to it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I want to get to I want to go through a set of lyrics, get to a good breaking point, and then you're like, okay, we get to the next part, and you remember that specific part. If I repeat them again later on, but it's not the same musically, the music attached to it is the same. It feels disjointed, and it doesn't catch your ear as well. You're like, well, why does this sound different? You know, at least that's at the back of your brain is doing that. So let's keep going. I think we got a couple good ones there. So let's keep going.
Chemic, electric, biologic. System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine, with time, you mine. Could same, you same, me same. Logic is.
Like there's a perfect example where I'm tightening this stuff up, where it's the code saying we same that little triple bar. I'm actually cutting that out in this spot. I think the heart mind with time you mine is very nice, and it flows perfectly into getting into our drop. I might even get rid of the pre-drop too, depending on how it flows with this revised. So let's go ahead and I'm going to blast through these next few real quick just to see if there's anything that really catches my ear. Otherwise, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start working with the revised lyrics I have here and doing new songs based on that. Because I think sound-wise, we're pretty close. Wow, this one's 6 minutes.
I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine, with time.
No, sir. No, thank you.
Electric, biologic. System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine, with time, you mine. Code same, you same, me same.
Yeah, I can tell. Even AI is kind of like, dude, that doesn't fit there. Timing wise, it's not there because it started going in a totally different direction.
Logic is.
No, I don't think that one's it either. You know what, while we listen to these last two, I'm just gonna go ahead and create a new one based on the edits I did. And let's see where we get to. We should be getting closer. I got a feeling we're gonna get around 4 minutes, maybe closer to 3.5, hopefully. Let's see what we get. So I'm going to create a couple new ones based on the edits I did. And then while we're waiting for it to load, I'm going to listen to these last two, see if there's anything there musically that sounds cool. Every once in a while, that's why you listen to every single one. Because every once in a while, AI is like, all right, stop hitting the create button. I'm going to do some completely different. And sometimes you get really lucky because those are the really good ones.
System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine, with time, you mine. Cold same, you. Love atomic. Love atomic. You love, you hurt. Love atomic. You choose, you refuse. Love atomic. Turning, how electric. Why not atomic? Love cold set, you said. Love atomic. System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine, with time, you mine. Cool same, you same, me same. Spoken. System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine, with time, you mine. Cool same, you same, me same. The logic is.
All right, let's go ahead and see. All right, check it out. So we're at 338, 343. We're getting closer. I probably have a little bit more trimming to do, but this is much closer. Let's see what we got.
Love atomic. Mechanic, electric, biologic. System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart, mind, with time. You mine.
No, sir, I don't like that one at all. All right, let's create a couple new ones while we listen to the next one.
Love. Atomic. Chemic, electric, biology. System online, I open, I see time, hope unspoken, heart mine, with time, you mine. Logic is. You love, you hurt, atomic, you choose, I refuse, atomic. Heart mine, with time, you mine. Loading. You say.
All right, next one. We're getting closer. You can see, like, as we're refining, as I'm taking lyrics out, moving stuff around a little bit, Suno naturally starts adapting and changing stuff around and trimming sections. And it's really amazing how smart this thing is when it comes to creating stuff that sounds good. All right, let's go to the next one. And so I did a bunch of trims. We won't see that in this episode, this version, but we're getting closer. This is 317.
Atomic. Chemic, electric, biologic. System online, eyes open, I see time, hope unspoken, heart mine, with time, you mine. Logic is.
Wow, it did some new stuff there. This is why this is so interesting. Where we, that last batch all sounded the same, maybe tiny little details, but this one's kind of really veering off in a new direction. I don't know if I like it or not, as far as kind of our final one we're going to refine. But that's pretty interesting. We'll listen to this a little bit more, then we'll jump into the 6 minute one. And this one I'll kind of just skim through because the odds are it's going to be similar to this one.
You choose, I'm you. Love the time.
No.
Chemic, electric, biologic. System online, eyes open, you might.
All right, it went down a kind of generic trance, a little bit of house thing there. I don't know, not very nice. All right, ooh, next one. All right, let me go ahead and hit create. We'll create a couple new ones. I did a few more little edits. Like one of them was, there's the three words in the beginning: the electric, chemic, and biologic. Where I think I had it chemic, electric, biologic. I think it's going to be better if I start with the electric. It's easier to understand. It gets a little muddy because we're not used to seeing the word chemic, even though that's an actual word. Did you know that? I didn't know that until I wrote this song. But we're more used to hearing electric and electric. Like there's something there, vocally or auditorily, if that's even the right word. You know when you hear it, you're like, oh, that means electric. Chemic, you don't really know, so you got to pay attention a little bit more. And having another word before it gives you a pause to be ready for it. Anyway, subtle changes, but I think it makes a difference. So let's check out the next two. We're getting closer too. This one's actually 3 minutes and 4 seconds. So the one above it is 3:42. Let's start with this one, 3:04.
Love. Atomic. Chemic. Electric. Biologic. System online. Eyes open. I see time. Oh, but
All right, so we got more of a trance vibe going here, which don't get me wrong, I love trance, but it doesn't fit with the bass line, which is what hooked me on this song. It's just the one is more housey, vintage synthwave house, where the trance doesn't really equate to it. You can definitely cross borders and mix them up, but I think this one just isn't hitting quite right. So we'll dump this one and go on to the next one. All right, here we go.
Love atomic. Chemic. Electric. Biologic. System online, eyes open. I see time.
No, sir, I don't like it. Let's move on to the next one.
Atomic. Electric. Chemic. Eyes open.
Wow, it's really stuck on that trancey thing. Let's try the next one.
Love Atomic. Electric. Chemic. Biology. System online. Eyes open. I see time. Hope unspoken.
Yeah, no, now we're going the other direction. I don't know what's going on. All right, I pumped out a few more. Sometimes if I get stuck in a rut too, like I'm starting to feel like we're getting in a rut. We'll see what these other ones. I'll do like subtle changes in my prompts and take a little stuff out or add stuff here and there. If we're really not getting anywhere, sometimes what I do is I get rid of the cover part of it, the cover song, because we're just not getting anywhere. And we'll go back to where we were as far as the changing the original cover we're working with. Or I might just go, you know what, screw it, let's do something completely brand new and not do a cover at all and just see what it comes up with. But we got a couple here that popped up. Let's start with this first one. And we're getting to the right length too, 321, 328.
Atomic. Electric. Chemic. Biology. System online. Eyes open. I see time. Hope unspoken. Heart mine.
No, where are you going with this? You're like all over the place.
Biology. System online. Eyes open. I see time. Hope unspoken. Heart mine. With time. You must.
bits and pieces there, but we're not quite there. And I'm still refining. You saw me take out a little bit more of the lyrics, even though I like the same kind of 3 bar thing I got there. It just doesn't flow that well. So taking stuff out, don't be shy about editing. I'm really bad at that sometimes, where I want to have all my stuff because I'm like, oh, this is a great line. I love this part. But if it doesn't flow good with the song, chuck it. And it's hard to do sometimes.
Love. Atomic. Electric. Chemic. Biologic.
You know what? I might just get rid of the intro completely too. It's cutting our song a little short based on what this length is, because it's almost 30 seconds here probably. But let's see. There's a spot where we, it's kind of like just random synthy stuff. Let me play it and see where we get.
Love.
Like, we don't need that.
Love. Atomic.
Like, that's where I think we could use Love Atomic, just the words right before the dun 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 starts. I think that might work really well. Let me and I tend to stay away from getting into studio too fast, because it's not it's above my pay grade. Let's put it that way. 302. Let's just go and check it out. I want to see what that's like, because I think that whole intro thing is just a little too much. So you can, if you're not familiar with Suno that much, there is a studio, and you got to get the paid version, but there's a studio thing where you can actually get the stems. Let me zoom out here. I zoomed in so we could see like the lyrics and stuff, but let me zoom out a little bit so we got more room to work with. So I'm going to grab our main song here, and I'm going to go extract stems. And let's just do you can do either all stems, or you can do music and vocals. So I'm going to separate the music and vocals. Wow, I don't know if you heard that, but my tummy just went grrr because I'm hungry. I'm getting hungry for dinner. We got a little ways to go. And then let me insert stems. And you see there's the two. There's the instrumental, and then there's the lyrics, the vocals, I should say. It takes it a minute for it to load. And I'm still learning some of this stuff. But what I think we can do, and then we'll zoom in here. And then we're going to go and hit play. Let me turn off the vocals. We'll do solo on the instrumental. There, right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and delete all of this stuff. We don't need any of that. And then I'm going to turn the lyrics back on, turn off solo. And then let's go and crop in on this. And what you can do is you right click and hit a split. If you've done any video editing, this will look pretty familiar to you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slide my lyrics over here. And I'm going to grab the other ones too. Let's go ahead and do a split there. We can delete that. I'm going to grab these guys. Let me zoom out a little bit here. That's a little easier that way. Slide that in. So now instead we're going to start with this.
Love. Atomic. Electric. Chemic.
Oh wow. Okay, so we got, I totally changed it up here.
System online.
What did I do? Okay, let's undo that, because I screwed up something. I think I cut off too much of it. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I wanted to start it there. So I'm going to do is, let's do a, no, it won't let me do a split. All right, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and just select it up to there, delete. And that way we can grab, there we go. Now, oh, because I was hovering on the top bar. Let's slide this over. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. The idea is I want to take the Love Atomic, wording there, intro. And this is where my video editing comes into play. And I remember you can do some of this stuff. All right, let's just go ahead and delete that. I'm going to delete that. Slide this over. Delete that.
Electric. Chemic.
All right, you know what? Maybe I don't even need this, but what I'm thinking is
Love. Atomic. Electric.
we might not even need that. Let me get rid of that stuff. There we go. And then we're going to cut off this first part. So now basically our song starts here.
Electric. Chemic. Biologic.
And that way we get right into the song a little bit faster instead of all of that's, early stuff that we don't really need. All right, now what I'm going to do is hit export, full song. I'm still learning all this. You could do all kinds of cool stuff. I watched some videos of other people doing this where, you can hum like a melody you want and you can import it and it'll convert it to, proper music and stuff for you. It's really, really cool. But I'm not there yet, so we're still going this way. Ah, crap! I got to put in all my my lyrics and stuff. Let's go back and see if I can get that. Shoot. Where is it? You can song details. No, there's a way. I forgot what the setting is, but there's a way you can bring back. Oh, styles and lyrics. Thank you. Yoo-hoo. All right. Hopefully nothing got chopped out of there. So let's get rid of instrumental opening thing. And let's check out our song. So this is down to 234, which is getting a little shorter than I'd like it, but
Electric. Chemic. Biologic.
I like how that opens up so much faster into the song. So I think that might be something I'm going to do.
Love. Atomic. Electric. Chemic. Biologic. System online.
All right, let's just get the heck out of Dodge here. Just in case I'm going to listen to these, but I think we're going to get rid of this and we're going to take it a different direction because we're not quite getting there. I'm not hearing what I want to hear.
Biologic. Eyes open. I see time. Hope unspoken. Love atomic.
that's more trancey. It's not what I'm really looking for. We'll go ahead and chuck all of those. All right, so we didn't quite get there. One thing I'm going to do here, let's just for poops and giggles, I'm going to go ahead and keep current. I'm going to go ahead and select my persona, my singing persona, because I do want the same voice, as the previous songs. I did my updates in here. Let's go ahead and advanced options. I'm just going to create something brand new. Sometimes if you get stuck in a rut, create something brand new. And then I think what I'm going to do too, let's just take a peek at what some of my, okay, great bass line. I did like the singing in this one. And then we had love the 80s vibe, or like the 80s vibe in here. Let me listen to that one real quick.
Love Atomic. Chemic. Electric. System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine, with time, you mine. Code same, you same, me same, we same. Logic is. Love Atomic. Love Atomic.
I like the feel of this one. It's got good breaks, but it's nice consistency through. Maybe we'll play with that one a little bit next. Let me hit the one I said nice singing. Because that's one thing that's bugging me a little bit about some of the other ones. There's so much, breaking up, glitchy effects on there and stuff that it's breaking up the singing a little bit. I do want definitely some of the robotic stuff because, that's kind of the theme of this whole thing. But I do want some good singing, something that we can sing along to, and so far only a couple of pieces, especially for the chorus, I want to be able to sing along.
Love Atomic. Chemic is electric, biologic, technic. System online, eyes open, I see time, hope unspoken, heart mine, with time the same, trust remains. Code same, code same, we say. You love, you hurt, you choose, you use. Logic is love atomic.
Yeah, see, the chorus is just not very good there. I love the singing around and stuff, but just not quite there. So let's check out, just for bleeps and giggles, we did something completely different. I think the next one I want to dive into, if one of these doesn't just go like, holy crap, that's the one. Let's dive into the 80s version because I do like that. I feel like it could use a little bit more oomph to it. But the way the music, the sections break and tie back into each other and stuff feels good.
Love Atomic.
Wow.
electric, chemic, biology. System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine with time. You
Oh,
atomic. 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 You love, you hate, love atomic.
interesting.
You choose, I refuse, love atomic. Code, same, you same, me same.
Really crazy how it does something completely different and it totally changes the song.
Heart mine with time. You
All right, next one.
of atomic.
Hey, puppy.
Electric, chemic, biology.
Sleepy puppy.
System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine with time. You mine. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. You love, you hurt. Love atomic. You choose, I refuse. Love atomic. Code, same, you same, me same. Heart mine with time. You are.
All right, that's definitely not it. That's really interesting how it changes stuff up, even with using fundamentally the same prompts and same style of music and stuff. It's pretty crazy. Let's do a cover of the '80s one. I think we might keep current. We might be onto something here. So while we're waiting for it to load, I'm gonna go ahead and play this one again. I think this had some good stuff to it.
Love atomic. Chemic, electric, System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine with time. You mine. magic is. Love Atomic. Love Atomic. Love Atomic. Love Atomic. You love, you hurt. Love Atomic. You choose, you refuse. Love Atomic. Chemic, electric, biologic, technic. Again. Love Atomic. Love Atomic. Love Atomic.
All right, so that was the original. It's got some good 80s vibe. It's a little bit all over the place, but it's got some good vibes, and maybe, just maybe, we can get a good song out of it. This is the remix, or the cover version.
Atomic. Electric, chemic, biology. System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine, with time, you're mine. To love, love, love Atomic.
That will get somewhere.
Love, love Atomic. Love Atomic. Love Atomic. Love Atomic. Love Atomic. You love, you hurt. Love Atomic. You choose, I refuse. Love Atomic. Love Atomic. Love Atomic. Love Atomic. Love Atomic. Heart mine, with time, you're mine.
Dude, this all right, here we go. See, this is what's fun. I can feel it. It's starting to come together. This has got a great feel. We got some up and down. We got some movement. We got nice singing that we can sing along with, but we still got lots of robotic in there. That feels pretty good. I'm gonna give that a thumbs up, and I'm gonna hit a big yes. We are gonna put a big yes on that. I think a couple of little tweaks. I took the bridge out at the end. You probably saw me doing that because I don't think we need that there. It just kind of takes it in a weird direction. I'd rather, okay, let's give me a breath, which I think it'll automatically do between, our drop and then the outro. But we don't need that whole bridge section, so I yanked that out of there. Let's see what the other one sounds like, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit create to create two new ones because I think we're good. And I might just go back to the one that I just said yes to, and we'll do a cover of that and refine. So this is kind of the way you do it. Again, I'm not a musician, so I have to do it the hard way, and probably the Jimmy Rig janky way. Any musician who's watching this is probably cringing right now, going, "What are you freaking doing? No, do this." I know, man. I'm sorry. I'm not a musician, but I think I write pretty good lyrics, and I got a good ear for music. So we'll get there. Don't worry. So let me go ahead and hit the play button, and we'll see what we got on this one. What I do like about this one is we could chop that very front piece off and then go right into like the synth bass line and then the drums pop in. I think that's a really nice quick way to get in the song. So that might be something if we do like this one. I think that's something I want to do.
Electric can make System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine, with time, you're mine. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic.
I'll let it play, but I'll be right back.
Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. Heart mine, with time, you mine. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic.
All right, I think this one's pretty decent too. Not as tight as the other one, so I'm gonna give it a down vote. This one was really nice. Let's see what these other two are. If we get something really nice, sometimes it's just like, oh, perfect, or maybe a minor tweak or two. But let's check these out. Otherwise, I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a cover of the previous one.
Love Atomic.
I like that.
Electric, chemic, system online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine with time.
Yeah, this one doesn't feel as tight as the last one, and the intro is crazy long. Like we can chop 30 seconds off the front of that thing. You know.
Love Atomic. Electric, chemic, system online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine with time. You're mine. Love Atomic. Love Atomic. Love Atomic. Love Atomic. You love. You hurt. Love Atomic. You choose. I refuse. Love Atomic.
There was some decent stuff in there. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up, but I'm not even gonna say may or yes on there. It had some decent little things in there, but just not quite there. Well, let's go to. We're gonna do a cover of the one that I liked. Nope, keep current lyrics, please. And let's hit create and see what we get. So this is here. I'm gonna go ahead and play a little bit of it so we can kind of get a feel for what we had. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna, as much as I love my electric, chemic, biologic thing, that little lyric there that I came up with, I think I gotta take it out. As much as I love it, this is where you gotta edit. It doesn't really add anything except I think it's really cool. Probably not, and it speeds up our intro to get us into the song. So I got a feeling I'm gonna end up cutting that out. But let's listen to this while the new ones load, and then we'll that way we can compare them.
Love Atomic. Electric, chemic, biologic.
Yeah, see, there's like a solid, dude, that's stretching out the biologics so long. That's a solid, like, 15 seconds we can get rid of. We just don't need. I'd rather get into the song faster. As much as I love it, I gotta edit.
System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine, with time, you're mine. To love, love, love atomic. Love, love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. You love
I like this part. I especially love how high he gets and everything. The one thing that I'm kind of not digging are the drums with like double time cymbals from what they were. It just, originally I kind of thought it's good because it elevates it a little bit, but it sounds a bit off key.
You choose, I refuse. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. Hard night.
I like what it did there. It kind of improvised the mine thing a little bit there, just a multiple repeating mine. All right, let's go to the new ones we got and then see what we. I think we're really close. One thing I really like too about this one is that one we're just listening to is the that bass line that I really love. That's really driving the song, giving it some good oomph. Keeps repeating and coming back to it. So now the song, even though we got so many breaks in there, and especially with the what's it called? The glitchy effects thing, where musically it does all kinds of crazy stuff. That bass line continuing to go all the way through is keeping the song in tune and rhythm, and all the crazy stuff going on doesn't distract you from enjoying the rhythm and keeping you on the bass line. So I do like that. So let's check out the new one.
Love atomic.
I already know I hate it because I don't know why it keeps trying to put it in a trance like feel. As soon as you get the big pads and the synth, the high up synth, it's like trance time, and it's not the feel of the song. We'll listen to a little bit and then we'll go to the next one.
Electric, chemic, biology. System online, eyes open. I see.
Yeah, it does. The trancey stuff does not work with the main part of the song, which that's what I love. All right, let's check the next one out.
Love atomic. electric, chemic, biology.
All right, so I ended up taking that out in my lyrics. So we're gonna skip part of that intro. Hopefully, that's gonna speed this stupid part up where it's just I love those three words, but they're just not helping the song. So I chopped them out. We got two new ones brewing. We'll listen to this one while those are brewing, and then we'll see what happens.
System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine with time. You're mine. Love, love, love atomic. Love, love atomic.
Again, it's shoehorning trance in there. I don't need trance, man. Come on, bro. I also just to mention that. So for the next two that are on top of the ones that we're waiting for, I tweaked it. So I upped my weirdness a little bit, and I also upped the audio influence. So hopefully we'll get less trance and it'll stick closer to the one we do like. All right, let's see what we got going on.
Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. You love, you earn. Love atomic. You choose, I refuse. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic.
All right, let's move on. We got the next one. Here we go. I don't remember if this one's still. I think I cut out the intro, so let's see if it's sped it up.
Love atomic.
Austin Ray says, embark.
How are you, Austin? Welcome. We're getting close to. I think getting close to wrapping this one up. We got some decent sounds. We're listening to some variations. What you been up to? How are you? Anything exciting? All right, I'm gonna keep playing, but I'll pause as once you chime in.
System online, eyes open.
Austin Ray says, sadly I'm sick.
I see.
That sucks. I'm sorry to hear it. I'm sorry to hear it. You know, I've been feeling a little bit under the weather, but I know it's my allergies. They just kick my butt because with all the crazy weather up and down, and we're in. I think if I haven't mentioned it, we're in Arizona, like high elevation, like 4,000 feet. So it's not as hot, but we also get crazy temperature changes. Like today was the start of the day, like low 30s, I think, and then midday it was like almost 60. So, and lots of moisture in the air, and that really gets me every time. Well, I hope you feel better soon, bud, because it's nothing worse than being sick. I hate it. And I mean, you could probably hear my voice. I'm a little nasally, and throat sounds a little crunchy and stuff, but feel better. Hopefully, listening to some music will cheer you up and make you feel a little bit better. just a little bit, maybe, hopefully. All right, let's see what we got.
Hope unspoken. Hurt mine with time. You're mine. Love atomic.
Austin Ray says, when Earth's sick it's hard to swallow, hard to walk non-stop, cutting sleep.
You love.
Yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. And I sleep like crap too. Like at nighttime is the worst for me. Usually it's like, some Theraflu or NyQuil or something kind of knocks you out for a little bit, but then I'm up at 3-4 hours later, and I usually just end up going on the couch and turning on the TV and catching like an hour of sleep, wake up for an hour, go back to sleep. And it sucks, man. I'm sorry you feel so terrible. I hope you feel better fast. All right, I know I don't like this one. It's just doing some weird stuff. So I'm going to downvote that one. Let's go to the next one and see what we got.
Love atomic.
Okay, we're going to downvote that one. I was mentioning it previously before he got on it, but it keeps trying to shoehorn trance into the song, and I don't want trance. I love trance, but not for this song. So the next one.
Love atomic. System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine with time. You're mine. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic.
No, why does it keep shoehorning trance into the song when I don't want trance? I wonder if I need to put like in my prompts I'm going to put no, capitals. How's that? No trance. I love trance, but it's not appropriate for this song. Oh, AI, you drive me nuts. All right, let's downvote that one, and let's see what the next one is. And you know what? While we're going, let me go ahead and hit create. We'll create a couple new ones, and while those are creating, we'll listen to this other one. We're close, though. I feel the song is getting close. It's got a good feel to it. All right, here we go.
Atomic.
I don't know why it's doing that. Seriously. Let me play so this is the one we're covering.
Love atomic.
So real quick, so this is the song that I'm covering, and we're creating the new ones from. And I wanted to try to stay to this pretty close, but for whatever reason, it was just jamming in like kind of trancey sounds, lots of trancey synths, driving me nuts. See, there's like a tiny hint of it, but it's keeping the notes lower, so it doesn't sound as trancey. Okay, that part does.
Electric, chemic, biologic. atomic.
Austin Ray says, Ike, why but my dog, whenever I'm sick, he always lay down next to me.
They know. They know. My doggy does the same thing. They know when you don't feel good. They'll come and check on you, make sure you're okay. And like same thing with mine with Harley. She does the exact same thing. You know, when either I feel sick or my honey feels sick, so it's like right there, just snuggled up next to you, and every once in a while looking up, are you okay? And but yeah, they're such good companions, aren't they? You got a good doggy there. Make sure you're still alive. They're so great. I absolutely love doggies.
Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. You love.
You know, I guess this is a little more trancy than I thought now, now that I'm listening at it. Anyway, let's try some of my remixes here and see if we get something a little closer to what I'm hoping for.
Austin Ray says, they know, yeah, whenever like I am normally energetic, but when im not he knows that I am sick.
Love atomic.
Yeah.
Austin Ray says, they know like they feel our body temperature.
I think so. I really think so. Like, you know, I have obviously got my allergies and asthma and stuff, but I also have the sleep apnea thing. So like at nighttime when you're sleeping, you stop breathing for a half a second, then it kicks back in. If I'm not wearing my mask, I have a mask that I wear that blows air in there to help me not do the apnea thing. When we come out to the couch, like if I can't sleep, I'll come out to the couch, and she knows when I'm doing it, and she'll sit there, and sometimes she's actually nudged me because I'm not breathing, even though 2 seconds later I'll breathe again. But she'll do that just so make sure I'm breathing. They're so smart. They are so smart. But yeah, they know. They're amazing. They're amazing.
System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine, with time, you're mine. Love,
Austin Ray says, and my cat, they like lay down on my chest.
love
Yeah.
atomic.
You got some good animals there. They know what's up. Making sure that you're okay, keeping you warm too. I love it. I love it.
Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic. You love, you hurt. Love atomic.
Austin Ray says, and I didn't even train the man God is good.
You
Hi, puppy. You want to say hi? Come here.
Love atomic. Love atomic. Love atomic.
Mwah.
Love atomic.
Hi, Annie.
Austin Rose says, wow, what breed is her? She's so cute.
She's Shih Tzu. Yeah, she's super cute, and super sweet.
Heart mine. atomic. Love 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 atomic.
All right, that wasn't bad. We're getting pretty close.
Austin Ray says, when I'm sick, my dog is normally friendly to people, but when I'm sick, his way overprotective.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're smart. They want to make sure nobody messes with you, you know? They're really good. I'm sure you've seen like videos of people like, the emergency, medical people are coming to help them or something, and the dog's like laying on their chest, like, get away. They want to protect you. They're so awesome. All right, let's play a couple more, and then I'm going to get off here in a little bit, but I think we're close on this song. Very exciting.
Love atomic. System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine, with time, you're mine. Love atomic.
All right, it's doing some weird stuff. We had like a trance intro, and now it's doing like some kind of breakbeat stuff. Moving on to the next one.
Love atomic.
Austin Ray says, well, I guess a German Shepherd are really easy to train since he's a police dog.
They're great dogs. Super, super good family dogs too, because they're very gentle but very protective. So they can be a little bit of a handful. My friend had one, and I remember like she would get overprotective, so people would come over and start going at them. And she was good. She never bit anybody, but she definitely got aggressive sometimes. And it's like, oh boy, But they're great dogs, really good dogs, and super smart too.
System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine, with time, you're mine.
Austin Ray says, and my cat, when I look at him, he just winks on me.
Love
That's
atomic.
cute. That's really cute. That's really cute. Okay, I don't like this mix. Let's try one more. But I think if this mix isn't that good, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go with the last one. That was pretty close, and we'll start just playing with that one specifically.
Love atomic. System online, eyes open. I see time, hope unspoken. Heart mine, with time, you're mine. Love atomic. Love atomic.
Austin Ray says, the reason in Not On Stream BCZ didn't turn on notifications in school.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. I mean, I'll be here Tuesdays and Thursdays. So whenever you got time and you're feeling up for it, I'll be here. School's got to take, precedence. Got to get your schoolwork done. And
Austin Ray says, is the AI really talking about him?
what the concept for this thing was, I'm trying to keep AI and, cyber beings and, the mission of humans and AI and machines coming together. I'm trying to do a really positive spin. So the idea with this song is that it's kind of a love song between, a human and artificial intelligence, whether that's a robot or just AI, what have you. And that's kind of the point of the song. It's supposed to be more positive, not like doomsday, like, oh God, they're going to take over kind of thing. So
Austin Ray says, and I love episode 74, Trust the Purple.
yeah, that is a good episode, huh? Yeah, that's really, really fun. That was a really fun one to do. Lately they've been kind of coming together really well. So I'm glad you like it. I'm really glad you like it. That's awesome. What tomorrow? I don't even know what tomorrow's episode is. You know what? Let's go look for a second. I can actually tell you because I still have some work to do on it, because I usually do them like ahead of time. Like I'll write the story and stuff, and then I'll come back before I'm ready to publish the next day and look at it again and see what I think. If it's still good, then I won't mess with it. But a lot of times I'll have like little tweaks, little things I want to change. But tomorrow's is going to be Sick of Working. I don't remember the storyline, but we'll find out. So that'll be tomorrow's episode. Hopefully you'll like that one too. So, but I'm not going to tell you any more about it because I don't want to spoil it. And just in case it's not that good, the one I originally have, I'll have time to tweak it tonight.
Austin Ray says, Tomro, it's Saturday, so no school and Im on stream.
Oh, that's right, because you're way ahead of me. So yeah, tomorrow is Friday for me still. So that's right. That's so crazy. It's amazing how we can chat right now and you're like completely on the other side of the world. Very cool stuff. All right, let me check this one out, and then I think I'm going to call it a day. Let's finish playing this one.
Austin Ray says, why people say dogs and cat don't get along. My cat and dog play a lot. I love them playing tag and play fight.
So they totally get along. And it depends on the dog and the cat too. Some are better than others. But yeah, I've seen that plenty of times. I haven't had a cat and a dog together. I've had them separately. But one of my friends, he's got 2 dogs and 2 cats, and they all get along. They just have so much fun and play with each other, and it's really cute. No, one of them, I remember one of them was still a kitten, and it's this big, mixed dog, but like 60, 70-pound dog, big dog. And she comes over, and when she first met him, she comes over and just boop, 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 taps on his nose. It's so cute. And instantly the dog just like kind of leaned in and gave her a sniff and then put his paws out, kind of like pulled her a little closer. So they were sitting like that. It was really cute. They're awesome together, Oh, I think I like this version, but not as much as the others. I think I'm not going to tag it. I'm just going to leave it there. One thing I didn't like is I missed the beat coming in faster in the beginning. So I think we're going to go with this one, the second one on the list. But on that note, I think I'm going to get off of here. What time? It's 4:40 over here, so almost dinner time. Gotta make Harley some food, and then of course we gotta eat some food too. And we're gonna watch some TV. We're we are watching. Have you ever watched Supernatural with Sam and Dean Winchester? Great show. I don't know if you like. Yeah, it's kind of a horror show. But if I don't know if you're into it, if you've seen it already, but that's a cool show.
Austin Ray says,
Yeah.
fun fact, dogs are kin to wolves, but they are nice. BCZ, their master feeds them, but if not, they got a hunt to live.
Yeah. You know what? I didn't know this until after we got Harley, but
Austin Ray says, yes, Judy, I love it.
okay, cool. Yeah, we just started watching again, and we're on season 1. I want to say episode 9 or 10. But oh yeah, so Harley, Jen was, when we first got her, we were researching Shih Tzus and stuff, and Jen was reading up about it, and I guess she's more closely related to wolves than like any other dog species, which is crazy. So she will bark at another dog. She doesn't get along that well with other dogs for some reason. Maybe I'm thinking maybe it's the wolf in her. But she's so cute and chill. Right, puppy? Are you ready for dinner? Oh, she said, yes, I'm ready. Do you want me to finish working so we can eat some dinner? Yeah? There she is. She does. She's so cute. Mwah. Do you want to say bye? Do you want to say bye? Say bye to Austin. He doesn't feel good, honey. Harley, look. Oh, look over there. Look over there. Say bye to Austin. Say bye.
Austin Ray says, especially
Bye.
dogs that have long snout and fluffy tail.
Yeah, for sure. She's got a short snout, but she's definitely fluffy. Mwah. All right. Well, hey, I hope you feel better, and we'll catch up. I'll see if I can jump on tomorrow. I mean, maybe I'll catch your stream, but we'll see. Time and all that stuff is different. So,
Austin Ray says, bye.
okay, bye. Feel better. Seriously, I hate feeling sick, so I know how you feel. Right, Harley? You gonna tell Austin to feel better too? No, she just wants dinner. Okay, see ya. Thank you so much for hanging out, and feel better. And give your doggies pets for me, your dog and your cat. Okay, bye. Oh, I love you too. Kisses. Mwah. Don't fall down. Okay, bye.